and I'll ask how you're doing.
Okay. I'll lie.
Hi, David. I know we just had our own little kiki, everyone out there, so I know what's going on in David's life, but let's just start with, what did you think of this week's episode?
It feels like not a strong start to this season in general, and I don't want to say I'm frustrated, and maybe it's just because season 12 was so good.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've been into, I guess this is what, like week 16 of RuPaul's Drag Race. That
Exactly.
For me, it's just like, it was, I guess, just boring. I didn't love it.
I thought it was a boring episode too. The first episode I liked more than this.
Yeah.
And I just like seeing the queens back. So I think that was more of me enjoying the first episode more. This song that they did was so bad. I don't know that they've ever made such a bad song. In my opinion.
No, it was not good. It was
and it was weird because I think they slowed it down. Because when Alexis was doing her recording, which I know they don't really record them on the stage like that, it was like fast and upbeat and da 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 da. And then she went out there on the stage and it was like halftime, and I was like, oh my god, she like couldn't even dance to it. It was so slow.
Yeah, it was a mess. It didn't do any favors for anybody.
No, not at all. Not at all. But let's take a step back from Drag Race because we have to talk about our organization of the week.
Oh, yay. Tell me who it is.
So I picked the Okra Project. Do you know of the Okra Project? I had never heard of them. But the one and only Honey Davenport was raising money for them on Facebook, so I donated through that once I read who they are. And it's really an amazing organization. I'd never heard of anything like it.
Awesome. Tell us what it is.
So I'm just going to read this from their website because I do not work for the Okra Project, so I can't really, I can give you a general idea of what they do, but it's better to hear what they say. So the Okra Project is a collective that seeks to address the global crisis faced by Black trans people by bringing home-cooked, healthy, and culturally specific meals and resources to Black trans people wherever we can reach them. During the Middle Passage, our African ancestors snuck okra onto captive ships to sustain themselves and plant in the New World. Black diasporic cooking traditions often use the okra plant for its versatility, and it's often associated with health, prosperity, and community. In the spirit, the Okra Project hopes to extend free, delicious, and nutritious meals to Black trans people experiencing food insecurity. How does it work? It's actually really simple. Based on individual donations, the Okra Project pays Black trans chefs to go into homes of Black trans people to cook them healthy and home-cooked meals at absolutely no cost to our Black TGNC siblings. For those Black trans folks currently experiencing homeless whose homes cannot support our chefs cooking, the Okra Project has partnered with institutions like Osborne Association and other community spaces to deliver food to them. It's amazing.
That is amazing.
It's
I didn't
amazing.
realize the extent of all of that.
That's fantastic. And on their website they break down, it costs $90 essentially per session. And so, it doesn't cost that much to have an actual chef come into someone's home and cook a meal for them. It's a fantastic organization. After I donated literally from that Facebook thing, and then I read about them and I made another donation because I was like, this is crazy. I'm just throwing all my money at organizations this whole time. That's all I've been doing.
Now's the time.
I essentially am taking, my $1,200 and it's going back into the world. Is what is happening. And I'm doing it piece by piece.
I applaud you and appreciate that you shared them.
Thanks. There it is. There will be a donation link down below. You can go to the website. It is, I closed it out, but I think it's the Okra Project. I think it's .com. It is theokraproject.com. There'll be a link down there and a donation link as well. So feel free to make a donation or just read up on them and share their story.
Go do it, everyone.
All right, are you ready to share my screen and look at these looks from the run?
Do that now, yes.
We're so high tech. I say that and I can't find the button to share my screen. There it is. And there we are.
Oh, there it is.
You see it?
I see it.
Are you on the side over here or over here?
I am on my right side.
Okay, I'm on this. We're on this side for me. It's so weird.
I think it like flips the screens for folks.
Oh, probably.
On you, yeah.
It could be, yeah. Anyway, so our category is Love the Skin You're In. What did this category mean to you?
So I'm so glad we're having this discussion because my friend had a whole discussion about this.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, because I think some, like, the second India walked out, because she was first, right?
Right.
I was so surprised that she had interpreted it so literally about skin tone color and about that. And I think it's very topical and timely. And like, I'm so glad that that was the first thing that came out. But at the same time, like that, it didn't come across that literal to me when like Ru announced the category.
No, when she said Love the Skin You're In, I immediately went to nude illusion things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And not like completely naked like they did on season 7.
Right.
But just like nude illusion costume. Like your costume had to have some kind of nude illusion to it. Yeah, I did not go to skin tone at all.
Exactly. I didn't go to skin tone at all. And that's why, like, I'm sure we'll talk about it more, but like, I didn't understand the criticism of like Blair's outfit because I thought that was like a really great and valid interpretation of it. And so I thought it was an interesting category just in how open it was. And I was also surprised that the girls interpreted it.
Yeah, it was
that skin tone lens.
Totally open to interpretation. We got a lot of beige.
We got a lot of beige. We got a lot of beige.
I almost to the point where I was like, this could just be beige on the runway as the category.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So
first controversial category.
Yeah, exactly. First we have Angina. She's doing a traditional Filipino dress. I did not memorize what kind of Filipino dress it is, but it's something to do with like a mythical bird, which is why it looks like feathers. And was it actually feathers? Because it looked almost like paper.
It does kind of look like paper, or like part of me thinks of like palm leaves almost.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I need to be honest, I liked this. I understand that it fits oddly, but I think the oddness of it works.
Yeah, I don't mind it either. I think it's a stunning look.
Mm-hmm.
I understand about it being high on her neck. She's a tiny, tiny, tiny girl.
How tall is she? Do we know?
She's maybe 5'1".
Wow.
Yeah.
So tiny.
The only thing that I would say to do a little differently, and maybe she couldn't because she's paying homage to her heritage, but to like open the neck just a little bit. Just to have a little V to show that she does have a neck.
Right.
But again, if this is what it looks like as part of the tradition, then that's what it is.
Exactly. If this is what it's supposed to be, I don't understand how you can judge it.
Right.
Negative.
You can't fault it for that.
Right.
Yeah, I give it a 2.
I give it a 2 as well.
Awesome. If I was prepared, I would tell you what they did on Instagram.
Oh, I am excited to know.
She got a 59% boot.
Really?
On Instagram. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't understand it. But that's the way it is.
You're wrong, people.
Next is Blair St Clair. Giving you pink.
I loved this.
I'm sure you did.
He turned the runway and I was just like taken aback. Because I thought it was a cool interpretation, and she it felt like she was saying I want to love the skin I'm in, and so this is who I am. And I just thought it was a really clever take on it. And then the execution, I think, is like exquisite.
Yeah, I think this is a gorgeous outfit.
Mhm.
I don't like it for the challenge, but again, the challenge was so vague that I can't say that it's wrong.
Right, right.
So yeah, I mean, I can't say, oh, you messed up, but I feel in what I interpret it as, you made up a color.
Sure.
But she looks amazing. I mean, this dress is gorgeous. There's
Uh-huh.
no denying that.
And I forget which queen said it, but I usually hate body paint because I
Oh,
think
uh-huh.
it looks bad. Blair somehow got it right.
Yeah, she really knows how to highlight her face
Yeah,
properly. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna toot it just because she looks fantastic.
awesome. I'm tooting it too. How did she do on the interwebs?
Oh, she did. She got an 80% toot on Instagram.
Good. Mad at whoever booted her.
Alexis Mateo she said it was leather. I am sure it is probably pleather. I don't know. Maybe it is.
So obviously she looks gorgeous. I'm already bored of the pageant look though.
Yeah,
You know? So
I agree.
it's tough for me. And I hate the wig. I hate the loaf wig. I hate it.
Oh, you're gonna see a lot of those loafs, girl.
Ugh. It's boring.
Um, I actually like the dress.
Mhm.
I like that she made it herself. That was the most impressive thing. What I don't like about it is the painted panel with her boob cleavage.
Yeah, I thought
It
that.
looked really distracting on the runway. It doesn't look bad here, but on the runway you could really see that it was just hand painted onto the fabric.
Mhm.
Um, and I did not like that.
Yeah, that's like I know it's beautiful, but it's just not exciting for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what she thought being creative about it was that she made it in leather. I think that for her, that's out of the box.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So what are
Mm,
you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna nude it.
Okay.
I
I'm
nude
gonna
it.
I'm gonna toot it because I do like it.
Okay.
And I think she looks good in it. I actually love this collar thing.
I would love to see it in like different colors. Like, oh, like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean the colors this week were just kind of drab and boring.
It's so hard to like try to get a fabric in a skin tone color.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's
Unless you're doing the nude illusion that you can't.
yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. Oh, she got a 64% toot on Instagram. Miss Alexis. Now we have Cracker, Ms. Cracker, giving you a Tool fantasy.
Oof.
I'm gonna
It,
say it's a boot for me already.
it was a boot. I did not like this.
I hated it.
It felt like an exaggerated version of her entrance look from last week and not in like a good way.
Yeah, the sneeze guard thing was weird on her. It felt like it didn't fit her either.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and those tights that she was wearing, you can't see it on this picture because it's kind of toned down, but on the runway, because of the lighting, they looked almost like yellow.
Mhm. And like there's something unfinished about it that it feels
Yeah.
like someone forgot to cut off excess fabric from the top or you know,
Yeah,
like
it's like, oh, we didn't have time to finish this, but here, you can wear it anyway.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. It's not working for me.
Yeah, it doesn't fit her body well. Yeah, it's a big boot.
Cracker.
She got a 52% boot on Instagram.
How do we feel about her storyline this season?
Oh, let's talk about this. I was texting people that, and I'm like, when did she become a bitch?
Right?
That's not who she is.
I remember her season, her just being this like timid, like girl who needs more confidence, not this
Right.
like mean girl who thinks she's the greatest.
Yeah, who thinks everything her way is the right way
Yeah, it's
and
just
everyone else is wrong.
it's very off-putting.
It's really weird, and it's going to continue next week based on the previews with Alexis Mateo. Like, I was like, girl, if you're in the bottom once, these queens aren't going to dump you because you're just ruining everyone's life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to have any friends.
I don't get it. It's
Yeah, it was
disappointing.
weird to me as well. She did try to, do a little bit of damage control with angina, but I think it was just too late. Yeah.
Not good.
Cracker. Next is Mayhem Miller.
Yeah. I know what she was going for with this. She was trying to recreate the Kim Kardashian look, right?
Correct. It's the Kim Kardashian Met Gala look, the wet look. It's a fail.
It's a swing and a miss.
Yeah. It's a lovely idea. It just looks so cheap and homemade that there's nothing elegant about it. She didn't wear wet hair, which she should have. She doesn't need that necklace.
And like I should point out, I don't love the original either. Like
I don't either. I wasn't a big fan of that dress either.
right. So it didn't work.
Yeah, it's not good. And I mean, I think Kim Kardashian's was above the knee as well. And so just having it be so long just made it even worse.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, up close, it looks like those beads were just like hot glued on.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna boot it.
I'm gonna boot it.
She was our biggest boot of the Instagram with 72%. Oh, let me double check that before I say that, but yes, I believe that's correct. Yeah. 72. I'm sorry?
I'm surprised a little bit. I dislike crackers more than this.
I do too. In my opinion, yes, I would agree with you, but people did not like it.
Interesting.
Or people just don't like Mayhem.
I think that's about
India Ferrah.
I want to like this so much more than I do, and I don't know what I don't like about it.
Well, I love the idea of it. I
Right.
just think the execution of it is terrible.
Yeah.
It looks like a skater costume with a lot of extra fabric on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say boot right now because I boot it. But we can talk more about it.
I think I'm gonna nude it because
Okay.
I think it's worth taking points from anybody, but I don't know, like it, especially like with everything going on today, it just kind of feels like I don't want to say disingenuous because it's not, and I don't know her, and that's not right.
Right. No,
to say, but
exactly.
it's also like how much do you believe what you're doing with this?
Right.
Like, are you trying to make a statement for the sake of making a statement, or yeah, it just I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think her face and her hair are fantastic.
It's cool hair. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, she's wearing the softest makeup I think she's ever worn, which I love. But yeah, it's just that the fabric on the sleeve and the fabric down the leg, I think is just poorly done. She got a 55% toot on Instagram.
Okay.
So some people liked it.
She kind of looks like Adele.
She does look like Adele in this, yeah, in her face and hair. Maybe that's who she'll do for Snatch Game.
Maybe.
We've already had a good Adele, so I hope not.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
You don't want to cross that.
No.
Next is Mariah, Paris, Balenciaga.
Gorgeous.
Stunning.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Like unbelievable.
Yeah, so good.
Like this is how you do it.
Yeah, this is drag.
I do not understand why there was a bottom three and how she was in it.
Yeah, because this should automatically take you out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they were just trying to shake it up so that they had more people to choose from if they didn't know who they wanted to go home or what. But yeah, she should not have been down in the bottom three.
No, this was amazing.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually shoot it.
Oh, I want to too. I'm glad you said that.
Because I don't think she could do anything better than this.
It was just beautiful. Like she turned the corner and we were
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah, it's like breathtaking. And I mean, she comes from the ballroom scene. Have you been watching Legendary on HBO?
So we don't have HBO
Okay.
right now. We're trying to figure out who to steal it from.
Okay. If I can loan you mine, I will. I don't know, because I'm stealing someone else's.
Exactly.
But if I can figure out a way to get it so that you can watch it, it is so good. But one of the weeks they did a category which is, and I mean, I don't know a lot about the ballroom scene, other than what I've learned from it, but it's really, really a great show. And some episodes they do like 3 different categories, and one week they did face, and I was like, Mariah must have been like part of the face category, because her face is so gorgeous. I don't know what else to say.
And is it me, or does she like kind of give you like Vanessa Williams here right now?
Very much so, yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I'm glad you want to shoot her as well, because I do too.
I loved it.
She was a 90% toot on Instagram.
Very well deserved.
Shea Coulee.
Can we give 2 shoots in a week?
I'm going to.
Because we should.
I'm going to. Because this is incredible. And this is what I kind of thought the category was. So when she came out, I was like, oh, Shea thinks like I do. The only thing I don't like about this is her wig, but I understand why she chose that wig.
Sure.
But because of drag, I wanted a gigantic afro.
Okay.
But I totally get what she did.
It just tells such a great story.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And I love the birth of Venus. Like, I just love that. Gaga's on it. Like, it's just a good reference. It's done well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine how long it took to make this outfit.
But like, this is the Shea I knew was going to show up.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is, when she came out in this, it was like, oh, you have clearly won this episode. Yeah, I'm going to shoot her as well.
2 shoots.
She was top toot of 93%. And she got shoots from both Raja and Raven this week. Which Raven never gives them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was surprised they didn't shoot Mariah's, but that was my own. I mean, that's my own bias. Next, we have Juju Abby.
I need to be honest, I forgot how much I loved this one, and now that I'm looking at it again, I'm reminded how beautiful I think she looks.
She looks fantastic in this.
Mm-hmm.
But it's her very much mall drag, but a little bit elevated.
So Richard didn't love the wig.
I really like this wig on her.
I loved it. I loved like the slight mess to it. Like it somehow makes it like elegant in fashion but accessible, which mall drag.
It's mall drag. Yeah, she got this. It's like from the prom collection.
I think she looks fantastic.
But I think she looks great in it. Yeah, I'm totally gonna toot it because I think she looks really good in it.
It's a toot. She's
she also got 80% toot on the Instagram. Good for her.
Good for her.
And then this is just our little bonus one of the lip sync looks. If you have anything to say about them.
I love
or about the lip sync in general.
I love that they complement each other.
Yeah.
Shea obviously was an incredible lip syncer. Did Alyssa throw that?
I don't know if she threw it or if they edited it that way.
Okay.
Because they didn't show her a lot.
They didn't.
In lip sync. And I don't know if they just didn't want you to see any of the tricks that she might have done.
Mm-hmm.
Just for storyline.
I guess. Which
or maybe she got there and she's like, I don't really care.
Right? That's, like, I can't tell what happened, but like I know that like we didn't see what Alyssa can do.
No, not at all.
Which, like, why bring her in if you're not going to have her do that?
Right, if you're not going to have her do her thing. And she had so much, like, that jacket was so bulky, and, like, she tried to throw it up. Like, she tried to open a fan and didn't work, so she just threw that off. And then the jacket was so bulky, and she, like, dropped it and then kicked it off the stage.
Right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the song was clearly suited to Shea, obviously. And kind of a weird song choice, I thought.
It was different, but like I like when they do like.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. It just was like a weird choice, like out of nowhere.
We were all terrified that they were gonna play like a Madison Beer song. Who
Oh,
is she? Like,
does anyone know a Madison Beer song?
exactly. And we were like, oh God, we have to sit through that. So glad that wasn't what happened.
Me too. And it was timely because it was the Pointer Sisters, and one of the Pointer Sisters died last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, Monday. The show aired on Friday, and they had passed away on Monday. So it's just kind of weird timing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, that's all we're going to do for sharing. And now we're back. What else do you have to say about this episode?
I mean, I don't love the Cracker storyline.
Did you think Angina should have gone home?
I did, because obviously India is capable of competing at a high level in this, so
Yeah.
that would not have been right to send her home.
I think if Angina hadn't said that, she would not have gone home.
You don't think?
No, I think too many of the queens really like her, and I don't think she was the worst this week.
She wasn't the worst this week. She didn't do poorly.
Yeah, but no one really did poorly, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they all, like we said at the top, like were victims of a poor song and show. Anyway.
Yeah, there was a bad song.
Yeah. So I understand why she went home. I would have loved to see more of her.
Yeah. No, she sent herself home, and that's all there is to it.
And I'm still angry that there was a bottom three.
Well, yeah, there should not have been a bottom three. If anyone had voted for Mariah, I would have been livid.
Exactly. Yeah, like that choice made no sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think of each of the queens that are left so far? Let's start with India Ferrah.
I just don't like her personality. And so for me, it's more so like I just don't want her around because I don't need to hear from her.
My issue with her is that I don't think her drag has changed at all from 9 years ago. It seems the same.
Yeah. Yeah, and if that's been a storyline a lot in All Stars is like, do we measure a girl on her growth as well?
Right.
And if that's part of it, then
where are you going?
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Who's next? Let's start with alphabetical. Alexis Mateo.
She's one of the queens that I'm not super familiar with. Like,
yeah,
it is clear that she is a high caliber for everything she does.
Yeah.
So I think she will go far. I'm just also in that camp of like, I don't like when someone thinks being loud is a personality. And I feel like she falls into that a little bit of like,
she does.
I'm just loud and boisterous and that's my personality. And
yeah,
for me, that's not enough.
Yeah. I think she is hysterically funny.
Really?
Everything she says just makes me laugh. And I don't know why, because most of it's not really funny.
Right. That's it, like, maybe I'm not, I want to get her.
Yeah. I think if there were memes back in her season, she would have been the original meme queen because everything she says gets like picked up by everyone else. All right. So then we have Blair St Clair. I know you're a fan.
Yeah, I'm rooting so hard for her for some reason because maybe it's what we're talking about. Like, you can tell how much growth there has been since she was on. And so for me, that is so compelling and I just want to see more. I
agree with that because I was confused as to why she was even on All Stars.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that she is doing something different than she did on her season. Exactly. You can see the difference in her drag.
It's so more, it's elevated.
Juju B.
So episode 1, like it really felt like the edit was trying to say like All Stars 5 was filmed so Juju B can get a crown, which I'm not complaining about. Like, no. She is so great and talented. This episode felt like it leveled the playing field more. So I'll be interested. Like, I think it's going to be her and Shay at the end.
Right.
Right now, I think it could be anyone's. Time will tell.
Time will tell. I'm just happy Juju B's back on my TV. That's really all I care about.
She's good TV.
She's so good TV.
She is good TV.
Oh, we skipped Cracker. Ms. Cracker.
She's getting the villain at it, and that's
She's
never
getting the
a good
villain
thing.
at it. I mean, and it gets people by. So I mean, she might get TV time out of it.
Yeah. I think she'll make it to the end.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna win.
No, I don't think she's gonna win either. Mayhem Miller.
I think she's a wild card.
She is. I think so too. I really, really want her to do well.
I want her to do well because I want her to live up to the hype that everyone's hyped her up all these
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, because I mean, the people of LA say she's one of the top queens in LA.
Right.
And you're just not seeing it on the show.
No.
I think we got a little more from her this week. I actually enjoyed her this week, so I'm hoping that we're on an upswing.
Same. She did better.
Yeah. Miss Mariah.
I mean, after this week, I just want to keep seeing I hope she's our fashion.
I just want to see her runway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I hope she can pull it together in the challenges. Because I don't want her to go home.
Totally.
And finally, Shea Coulee.
It's hers to lose.
Do you think there'll be a target on her now?
Yeah. If you want to win, you need to get her out.
Right. That's kind of how I feel. I think it's her and Juju Abby. Like if they have a chance to send either of them home,
you gotta do it.
Will they take it? Will Drag Race give them that chance is another question.
Right. We need a Naomi Smalls to come out and change things up.
Yes. We lost Manila that way. So I think it could happen again. So who's your top three right now? Just a top three.
Top three would be Juju Abby, Shea, and Cracker.
All right.
Like if I'm thinking from like a points perspective.
Right. I'm thinking Juju Abby and Shea, obviously, but I think Alexis could sneak in there.
Okay. I think she could.
I would love for Mariah to, just because it's a wild card, but I don't think she will.
I think Alexis can sneak in there.
But yeah, I think it's between Cracker and Alexis for that last spot, and maybe that's why we're getting to start next week to see tension between them, so that it'll drag us out to see who makes it there of the two of them. Who knows?
I'm here for that storyline.
I'm here for it too. You know, that's what we watch TV for. What else is going on in your regular life now that we're stuck at home still?
Regular life right now. Oh, I did get a car though.
I was wondering if that's what you did.
I did, because my partner goes into the office. He's essential.
Oh, he does.
Manufacturing. Every other week they're on. So his
Okay.
team goes in, and then another team goes in the opposite week. And so he's at work right now. So would have been stranded here alone every day, like I have been since this is all happening. And so we decided, let's just try and find a used car for me.
Okay.
And we found the right one, and now I'm mobile.
Amazing. I saw a picture of it, but I thought it was just that I thought you were going out of town. And so it was like a rental car kind of thing situation. Because then you went to your parents' house.
Mm-hmm. I purchased a used vehicle.
Congratulations. That's exciting.
Thank you.
Do you have a place to park it?
We have a driveway and a
Oh, fantastic. Even better. All right, good.
Our driveway is so narrow though.
Yeah, I know. That's how it happened. Are you gonna plan like little weekend adventures now?
I mean, so Richard had a car too because he drives to work.
Oh, he does. Okay. Where does he work?
He works out in Melville at the Estee Lauder manufacturing.
Oh, okay.
He's a chemist, so as things come off the line, he tests them to make sure that they are what they say they are.
Fantastic. All right. So he drive to work every day then?
Every day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we've always been able to do things. Now we can just do things separately.
But now you can do your own thing.
Exactly. I have a bit of independence back.
That's exciting.
What's going on in your life?
Nothing. I'm going on vacation next week, and I cannot wait just to get out of town. Just getting through this week. I will be doing a little bit of work while I'm away, but it's like an hour a day.
It's not bad.
So, and I'm going to try to do it early in the morning before anyone here is actually working, so that I can do it and then just turn my computer off and not be contacted by anyone.
Are we on the same Summer Friday schedule?
I think so. You had it last Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm working this Friday, and then I have next Friday off. And then it's 4th of July, so I think we have that day off too. The 3rd. I tried to plan mine out so that I wouldn't have it fall on 4th of July.
Same.
And it worked out. Yeah, that's all. Other than that, I'm just getting by. I did go out into the world last weekend. It frustrates me to be out in the world because no one is adhering to anything.
Nope.
So I met some friends. We walked up to Christian and I walked up to Central Park and met some friends up there just to sit around and have a few cocktails in the park. And we socially distanced ourselves and had our masks on. I drink through a metal straw, so I don't even have to take my mask off. And then we walked down 9th Avenue to get margaritas at Arriba Riba for our walk home.
Fun.
But there's just people just standing everywhere. And I mean, I want you to go out and get fresh air, get a cocktail, have a good time, but don't stand around without your mask on, just chatting with people. Like there was one bar, we walked partially down 9th Avenue and then turned to 8th Avenue. And there's like an Irish pub that has like cordoned off part of the street with barricades so people could just stand in it. And it was packed. And I'm like, how is this possible? And then we got the announcement that Cuomo wants to shut everything down again because of it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
we're going into phase 2 on Monday.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, well, I understand why he wants to close us down because no one is doing anything right. So it's just frustrating, but I felt good getting out into the world. I got some sunshine. I got, the dog got to be out in the park, which she loves. So all's good.
Cool.
All right. Thank you for doing this. I'm sorry things aren't going so well with work right now, but we're going to get through it.
We will get through it. We will be successful.
We will make it happen. So until next week, darling.
Bye. Have a vacation.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to remind you that you can follow me on Instagram at Sashay Away with Barry, and you can vote in our Instagram polls every week for the Toots and Boots. And your vote can be counted as well. That is Sashay Away with Barry, just like it's spelled. Sounds SASHAYAWAYWITHBARRY. It's long, I know. But if you just type Sashay Away, it should be the first thing that comes up. And you can follow me there. You can listen to this on a podcast, on any podcast situation that you find, where you find your podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, all of them. It's on every single one. So you can listen to it rather than watch us if you choose to. I do usually do 2 episodes a week. One is a full recap, and then we do our Toots and Boots. David and I do the Toots and Boots. So you can hear all of that. They are videotaped as well, which you are watching, obviously, if you're watching it. Those of you that are listening to it on podcast, you can watch us on video on YouTube. The YouTube page is my page, which is BHBrown13, BHBROWN13. All of the videos there. There's a huge, I've been doing this for like 2 or 3 years, so there are tons of videos you can go back and enjoy from the seasons. We used to do them in person. Now we do them remotely, so you can watch that all there. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, whether you're doing it on the podcast or on YouTube, and you will get notifications every time there's a new episode. So you can just subscribe, like it. If you're on Apple Podcasts, you can rate and review us. That helps us get found by other people. And that's all I have to say. Please stay safe out there. Don't forget, if you are interested in the Okra Project, please check out their link. It is theokraproject.com, and you can donate to them as well. $90 provides 1 meal to a Black trans person that is in need. That's all. Take care of yourselves. I love you all. Thanks so much. Bye.